everybody. My name is Jocelyn, and I'm going to show you how we're going to install the chatbot template I have prepared into your ManyChat account, and then we're going to go on and create the Facebook ad and connect it to the ManyChat. Okay, so the template I will give you, you will get this link right here, and then you just go to your browser and copy and paste the link, and then ManyChat will take you through the installation process. So right here, we'll just say, this is what you're going to get. So let me just install it, and then you're going to select your account. Since you just started, you will only have one account, but since I have several accounts, I will have to look for my account. And I'm going to install it on the Amazon FBA Giants. And then these are the custom fields and bot fields and tags that will be installed. You don't need to do anything here. I'm just showing to you so that you know what to look for on your dashboard. Then we're going to click install now. Going to wait for the template to install. And the template is installed. And to find the template, on your ManyChat dashboard, you go to automations, and you will see Amazon Giants giveaway template. That's a template where the flow will be. And it's right here, the main flow and the instructions. So let me just open that in different tabs. So after the template has been installed, you will need to go to settings to make some changes. So under settings, you go to tags, and you will see here product name rebate, product name buyer, product name buyer, and the subscriber campaign name. You just change it to your to the rebate or to the product that you're going to sell. So for example, if I'm selling phone cases, I'm going to change this tag right here to phone case rebate. And then I'm going to change here the product name buyer to phone case buyer. And let's change that here to phone case rebate. Just so that after the, there's another rebate. Wait, let me just change this. Phone case rebate, 100% rebate. Okay, the reason I recommend you to change the tags to the name of the product or the campaign that you're running is that after the campaign has ended, and you want to see how many people subscribed into your bot and how many enter the rebate, with using these tags, it will allow you to say, okay, so I have 1,000 subscribers into the rebate. So the tags is just to segment your audience. And then afterwards, you go to the custom field, and you go into the bot field, and you're going to change this one here, the bot product name tester number, the product name, rebate amount, and that is it, these three. So the bot product name, you just rename it to the name of your product. So I will name it bot phone case number. And then I'm going to add the number 1. And then right here, the product name, I won't change the name of the bot field, but I will add the name of the product right here under the value column. So it will say, so let's say I will name this as phone case. And then the rebate amount, I'll go into the value column and just will enter 100%. So that means that, they will get 100% of the rebate back. But if you're going to add, if you're going to do a 50%, 85%, just make the changes right here. Okay, so now that we have this set up, we're going to the flows. So let's go to automation and Amazon Giants giveaway. And then we're going to the main flow here. So I already have this open. And this is the main flow right here. So let me just go explain what the bot will do. So as the subscriber enter, the first thing the bot will do is check if you already entered the rebate, because there will be some people who will want to enter into the rebate more than once. If they have entered, the bot will say, hey, you already participated in our scavenger hunt or our rebate campaign. If they don't have this tag right here, we will give them the tag. We will check if we have met our daily quota. And if we haven't met it as yet, they will get the instructions. If we do meet our quota, then the bot will say, you know what, you just missed it. We already reached our limit for today, but tap the notify me button below so we can follow up with you tomorrow. When they do that, the bot will say, great, we'll keep in touch. And then they will be tagged. So they will say, you know, this is the group of people that is set to get a follow-up tomorrow. And in 13 hours, between 9 and 11 a.m. the next day, they will get this message. Are you ready to participate in our scavenger hunt or our rebate? Now, right here in the smart delay, you can change the timing. You can say send this message between 8 o'clock and 3 o'clock, or send it between 9 o'clock and 10 o'clock. You could customize this. All right, so if they say that yes, they want to participate in this scavenger hunt, you will remove the follow-up tag and then we will check. Did we meet our daily quota for today? If yes, we move to the next step. If no, then it's back here to say, sorry, we reached our limit. Tap the button below so we'll follow with you tomorrow. If they're not interested, the bot will say, sure, no problem, stay tuned. If you want to unsubscribe, you just reply stop. And then we remove the tag, the day 2 follow-up tag, and we add them the tag that says not interested in rebate. So that way when you're doing your report, you know how many people entered the rebate, how many actually went through it, and how many are not interested in the rebate at all. Okay, so for those who where they have went through this first condition, the bot will give them the rules. So the bot will say, you know, we will give you instruction how to find the product name, and in this case, the product name will be phone case. Once you purchase, please send us your order number, and we have to tell it. So this is very important because if they don't give us the order number, we can't send the rebate. And then right here, we tell them how much of the rebate they will get via PayPal, and in this template, I have 7 days. If you want to extend or shorten the days, you just click on the message block. You go to step 3 and you make the changes here. So let's say you'll get the rebate 3 days after the product is delivered. And right here from the beginning, we tell them sales tax and shipping is not included. If you want to cover sales tax, you just remove sales tax and just say shipping is not included unless you're Prime members. If you want to cover the sales tax and PayPal fees, you say that. If you don't want to cover it, you tell them sales tax and PayPal fees are not included. Then we tell them, you know, it's only 1 per customer, and we tell them, do you want to join the scavenger hunt? So if they agree to all the rules, they will say, yes, I'm in. If not, they will say, no thanks. And again, the bot will say, sure, no problem. Stay tuned for future offers. And if you don't want to hear from us, you can always type stop, and they will be tagged not interested in rebates. So this is pretty much the first part that they'll get. So if you want to make any changes, you just make it here. Right here, you'll see this one. Part of this flow is disabled because it contains OTN messages and you don't have access to the OTN. After you watch my first video and you prepare your Facebook page with your ManyChat, you won't see this problem, this error. With SADS page, I haven't set it up. So let me just do a quick change to it. So that way, when I publish it, there won't be any issues. So let's just give me a minute here. Where is it? Oh, there we go. So if you ever get that error saying that, you know, you need to enable the one-time notification, just go to your page. You go to settings, advanced messaging. and then you will scroll down and you will go to it. Oh, I'm sorry, wrong tab. You go to messaging, my bad. Oh, this is messaging. So I clicked the wrong tab. Okay, advanced messaging. Sorry about that, guys. Why is it not changing? Okay, we're having a little glitch here. So let me just refresh and see if that fixes it. Okay, I want to go to messaging now. All right, there we go. You go to messaging. Where is it? Okay, now Facebook is messing with me. They're hiding the one-time notification.
Does it have to do with, I mean, you have an admin access to mine anyways.
Yeah, once you're admin, it should appear here. So I'm not sure what Facebook is doing. So anyway.
Then you go to advanced messaging, and then what they should see.
Yeah, let me just go to my page, my Facebook page, so they'll know what they'll see. So I have to check this in a bit. So it shouldn't happen at all. I mean, in advanced messaging, you see the one-time notification request. Facebook is being Facebook, you know? They like to hide stuff, keep you on your toes.
Maybe that's because Kim Kardashian, she's boycotting the Instagram today.
Really?
Yeah, she's boycotting for 1 day only.
Okay. All right, so on your Facebook page, you go to advanced messaging, you scroll down, and this is what you will see. Requested features, one-time notification, and you will see a button here that says request one-time notification or submit a request. You just click on the button, and Facebook will have a pop-up that says, you know, do you agree that you will use this responsibly? And if you don't, we can ban you, and so on and so forth. Just press OK, and then you will have the little tick mark here saying that you have been approved. So that when you go here on the flow and publish it, after you make your changes, you publish it, it will publish successfully. All right, so this is the main flow. This is the introduction flow to the giveaway. Any questions so far?
Yeah, you have the tags and the fields. So the tags are the yellow things that you're showing here. These are just to be able to tag them, and you'll be able to see who claimed it, who didn't, and all the stuff. Just have tag, just better for organization, correct?
Yes, yes. The tags here are under the actions, and in the introduction, I just add them the tags that, you know, they enter the rebate, they're not interested in the rebate, or they have the date to follow up rebate. So that way, when you check the campaign in ManyChat side, you know exactly how many are in the follow-up list, how many are not interested, and how many went through the rules here.
Sorry. So this is basically, we did it in the beginning just to make sure we have better organization, and if we have multiple products, we'll be able to name them accordingly, so we know which one did well or which one didn't.
Yes.
The other thing, you have the fields. You change something in the fields, and so guys, anything in the yellow, you don't change that. You just keep it. There's nothing you change. You just change the body. For example, you have those the big sequence. That's the ones that you only change if you want. The other thing, we have the fields. Do you mind fixing the fields again? What was the fields? What do they do, the fields?
Right here, the custom fields is what it does is pretty much gives you the name of the product and the rebate amount. And to change the fields or the name that it will give away.
Automated, right? It will give automated the product of the name automated. So that's why you signed it from the beginning as a field, and that field will reflect on anything that you do there.
Yeah, and you change it right here in settings, custom fields, bot fields, and you look for the name for the bot field name, product name, and rebate amount.
What's this number value 1?
Okay, the bot form case, what this does is the counter. So I set it to number 1.
So if I'm giving 10 units a day, what should I put there?
How many units?
10 units a day I'm giving.
10 units a day, then you go right here in the main flow. You click on this condition, and you will see, you will do the following. Look for the bot field, which is bot phone case number. and you want to give 10 units a day, right?
Yes.
So the bought phone case field must be less than or equal to
You give
10,
it up. Perfect.
right? And then you click on publish. So what this is telling the bot is that I want you to check this custom field. If the number in this custom field is less than or equal to 10, you send them this message. If not, you send them the other message.
Exactly. See, so guys, I'm just trying to keep up with you so people can understand what's going on, so
Yeah.
they understand, because it's sometimes overwhelming if you haven't seen it before.
Yeah, I get you.
So that's why I'm just trying to ask, just to clarify for them
Yeah.
if they need. So guys, if you have any question here about the flow, this is a very simple flow. You just gonna go ahead, have simple tags, simple fields, basically giving the instruction of what they should do for them to qualify for rebate and to qualify for the product. They have to follow this set of rules. Once they do it, they type the keyword of what you're trying to rank for, and that's it, done.
Yeah.
So any questions, please go ahead, because I won't be your guide to answer questions. This is Jocelyn. Go ahead, Sarvan.
Yeah, you have mentioned that per day 10 items, correct? So if how do you know that if it is once order is placed, then 9 items, another order is placed, then 8 items, like that it will come? How it will
Yes.
counting?
The counting will happen right here in the in the
If someone is,
instruction.
suppose if someone is entered, then he reached last but one step, then he came out, come out. So what will happen?
So like, yeah, you're referring to like he went into the flow and halfway through the flow, he just dropped off and then he came back again?
Yes.
All right, so if they went here in the main flow, right? And they got all this message, they went through the first message, but they didn't say, yes, I'm in, or no, thanks. And we don't hear from them until, 2 or 3 days later. Then they will go to the yes, I'm in, and then they will go to the instruction page. And when that happens, even though you have already met your daily quota, so if the people already went past this condition and we don't hear from them for a few days and they decide to get back to it, at that moment they will still go through the flow because they already met the condition. We still haven't found out a way that, if they pass the 24-hour limit, or saying that, you only have 24 hours to claim this. I haven't figured that out as yet. They will still go through it into the instructions, and then right here the bot will say, here's what you need to do, and so on. One workaround that I've done, let's say you did a campaign and you decide to finish it, and then a week later they decide to go through this flow. What I do is that I change the flow here. So when they say, yes, I'm in, the bot will say, I'm sorry, but the campaign has ended, but you can do this instead. Once I figure out how to stop them, telling we already met our limit for today, and we send them back to this flow here where they will get follow-up, I will just update the flow. But for now, if they went through it and the campaign is still running, they will still go through the instructions flow. But if the campaign has ended and you made the changes, like create another flow that says, our campaign is ended, they will get that message saying we already finished with this rebate, and we'll let you know when we have one in the future. Any other questions?
For me is, as you know, for me it's like Chinese. So I just know
Alright,
how
then.
it works, but that's it. So if anybody has questions, good. If it's not,
Yes.
you guys
No
just make
questions.
Yes.
So I can use whatever the template is there. Suppose same template, I can use multiple product, or just change the labels, change the conditions, change the rebate, like that I can use it, or I need to.
So if you want to run 2 products at the same time, I recommend to install the template twice. Because if you make the changes on the first template, the first installation, it will be for phone cases. And I want to run another campaign for, mouse, right? I
Okay.
can't, I won't change my first installation, because if I change everything to the mouse, when people see the ad for phone cases and they go through it, they will see mouse and they're like, wait, but I want phone cases. Why am I getting this about mouse? So to do the, to run 2 campaigns at the same time, you copy the installation template. Let me just install it one more time. So that way you'll know what to do.
So you do it separately for each product, just download it, because each product, I mean, if it's in the same brand, you should have the same fan page, but if it's different product, different stuff, you have to have different fan page. So, yeah.
Well, in this section right there, they will ask you, you know, like, hey, you already have these same custom fields. Do you want me to merge them? You don't, you say no. So you just X all of these, you press X. So that way we're telling ManyChat, even though they're the same name, I don't want you to merge them at all. These 2, the one-time notification, they will remain the same because we do want them to be notified when we have a future offer. And when they are on the waiting list, they will have the same tag. So right here, these 2 one-time notification will remain the same. Then I'll click install now. And once it's installed, go to automation and you will see 2 templates here. You have the first one, which is a Amazon Giants giveaway template. And the next one is Amazon Giants giveaway template. And then they will tell you, you know, it's the 2020-09-16 install. In my time would be 11:36 a.m. So that way you could run 2 campaigns at the same time. And to prevent confusion, just click on the 3 arrows right here to rename the folder. So I will just name this phone case campaign. And I'll rename, I did the wrong one. Just give me a second, let me fix that. This is the mouse campaign. And then this will be the, okay, which template is it? See, I'm getting confused now.
First one is the one, yes.
Okay, so the first one is here.
This one.
Okay, so
this one is the,
just click on the folder and then rename it and prevent confusion like what just happened right now. Yeah. So right here in the flows, you will see that after you rename it, you'll be like, okay, this is the mouse campaign, this is the phone case campaign, this is product number 3 campaign, and so on. And if you go to the settings, custom fields, you will see the same, some of the custom fields are duplicated. So for example, the order ID has order ID and then the date and time it was installed, PayPal address, date and time that it was installed, and then you have the product name, date and time that it was installed. So you just rename this order ID mouse campaign. Let me just do a shorthand there. PayPal address, mouse campaign, product name, mouse campaign. And then I go to the bot fields and you will see here bot product tester name. I just renamed it to bot mouse number. Product name here, I will change it to mouse campaign. And then I add, let me just move myself here, and then add here mouse. And then the rebate amount, just add mouse campaign. So even though it's the same bot fields, user fields, and the same tags, I just add the name of the campaign that I'm doing, so that way everything is easier, everything is separated, but they're working at the same time. Any other questions?
Yes, I'm not following at all. Okay. So let's say if you have 10 products, you're going to be confused when you, even though you can rename, but they're going to be all on the same page like this?
On the same Facebook page, yes, but I recommend not to run 10 products at the same time. The most I've run at the same time is 4 products, and I'm able to keep track of everything. What I usually do, some of the, let's see here, the custom fields that I use over and over would be the PayPal address and the order ID. So these two will be the same, but if you want to keep them separate, you just, you know, do what I just do. Order ID and then the name of the campaign. In the bot fields, you have no choice but to duplicate it and name them. So my recommendation is don't run 10 products at the same time. You will have 10 folders. 10 folders here, just to make sure every flow has its own custom field, even though it's the same thing. We don't want the customer to enter to get one product and then they got another product.
I'm slow. So when you first start creating that second campaign for the mouse, can you go back at the very beginning and there's user something and bot field and all that?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. As I did the first installation, you saw that some bot fields and user fields were installed, correct? So when I install it again, ManyChat tells me you already have these fields on your ManyChat account. Do you want me to replace them? And I tell ManyChat, no, don't replace them. Just have it as it is, because I'm going to rename it. So right now, so after you install it,
okay,
you will get, yes, go on.
Under user field, what are the things that you mentioned earlier? You say pay attention to the PayPal address and the order number, right? Those are the two things that I need to. What is PayPal address? My company's PayPal address or the customer?
No, the customer's PayPal address.
Okay.
So when I install it, you will see order ID number. This is from the first installation. And then you will see it again, order ID number, and then you will have the date, which is 2020 on September 9th at 11:42. Let me show you. It will look like this right here. The name, the original name, and then the time it was installed. This means that, okay, this is the custom or bot field on the second installation. So what I do is just click on it and I just rename it. What I usually do when I'm running the campaigns, I use the same user field, the same order ID number and PayPal address. I don't duplicate it because I know that when they enter into more than one rebate campaigns, I will add the information to a Google Sheet. But if to prevent confusion and you say, okay, but if they got this and then I have another order number, I recommend you guys to, have it as a second user field. So it will be order ID and the name of the campaign, PayPal address, and the name of the campaign, just to keep better track of your rebates when you're doing more than one product.
What are order ID? What does that mean?
The order ID is the user field that will store the order number that the customer gives the bot right now.
Verification. So later on, it gives you the order ID to make sure that you can check it against your Amazon order ID to see that they bought it from you.
Yeah.
So make sure they place the order. So when you refund them, you check it. Hey, this is the order ID on Amazon, and he gave me this. They match. Okay, now we can refund them.
Yes, and the order ID will look like this right here.
Yeah, that's Amazon ID that will be entered in that. So that field order ID is more like a container that keep all those order IDs.
Yes, each customer will get their own unique container. So if 5 of us enter this the Amazon FBA chatbot, all 5 of us will have this order ID container. So when we do the purchase and we give it to the bot will save it in this container. And then the bot will take that information and put it on Google Sheets so you can do your own verification.
This is above me. Doesn't matter what I'm gonna ask. It's not gonna help me, so I'm not gonna ask anymore.
I mean, this is as I told you guys when I came in here. I told you this is going. If you need only ManyChat, it's going to be a course by itself.
Yeah.
So that's why you have to understand the basics. You need to do your own knowledge. No need to get more involved in it. But if you want, this is the simple way. You get the flow, change a few things that she told you, and then you basically just run it, and you'll be good to go as basics. But if you want to get more advanced in it, you can get very, very complicated. Like Jocelyn's brain is too big, and she uses a lot of stuff that I was like, screw it. I mean, what are you going to learn? You're going to learn Amazon or you want to learn that? For me, I just rather pay someone and let them do it. So,
Right.
Well, Jocelyn, are there any online tutorials, or do you think it would be helpful to search YouTube videos or resources like that to learn more?
Tutorials to know more about ManyChat?
Yes.
Okay, ManyChat has a free course, but it's outdated because on March 4th, Facebook did some major changes to the Messenger rules, and ManyChat changed their dashboard interface. For example, if you take the course, they will say, oh, to go to the main menu, you go to right here into automation, and you will see it right here under keywords. But if you go to the ManyChat now, it's not there. It's in settings, Messenger, and there's the main menu. Just to know the workings at ManyChat, I recommend to just take the free ManyChat course, even though it's outdated, because they will tell you, this is the main menu, it does this. This is the welcome message, it does that. And then to get the more updated course, you go to YouTube. So just, I think there's one YouTuber that will explain it. Let me just go right here. I think her name is Baby Got Bot. So right now. Okay. Kelly Noble Mirabella, she provides short tutorials, ManyChat tutorials right here. So she explains everything, saying, what is deep links, what are messenger tags, what is one-time notification, how to do this and how to do that. So I suggest you go check out her YouTube channel. And then if you have any further questions, you just tag me on SAD's Facebook group. Tell me what's your question, and I'll answer it to you. And if you prefer, if I could show a video tutorial, I just link it right there in the group.
Yeah, so we're going to have Jocelyn in our private group. So if you have any question, she will be able to answer it. But if it's too advanced and requires more work from her side, I didn't deal with her to make sure that she covers this. So any question they have, simple ones or something that requires more, I don't think she'll be able to do them, just because the deal that I struck with her is just about simple things that just to operate the ManyChat. So I'm just letting you know that, because I don't want it to be too in the group only about ManyChat and asking questions, because that's by itself, it's, as I said, it's a world by itself. So it's going to be the basics. If you want more, just learn it the way that you want to learn it, or just hire someone to do it for you. And as I told you, we have the service to run everything for you. So we'll be, run for you for a fee for sure. And we run all the chats, we do everything that we need, and you can get updated. So just letting you know about that.
Can I ask a question, Sad?
Yes.
I just want to know, to you, Jocelyn, I just want to know, get it in my head, because I understand the ManyChat bit, but how does it link up to your, when they go in and buy the product, how does it link up to your product? Where's that connection of it linking up, and then how do you send them the money back? Where does that all happen from?
Okay, in terms of linking, us telling them where to go to buy the product or search the product. Just let me, wait, this is the main flow. Okay, it's right here in the instruction flow. In the instruction flow, once they agree to the rules and they say, yes, I'm in, they will go to the instruction flow. and then there will be some percentages. I will discuss it in detail in a bit. They will get a keyword. So the bot will say, go to Amazon, search for this keyword, go to page 1 and scroll down until you see our name, product name, or you could just say scroll down until you see our product. And then you show a picture of the product, and right here that says find product. When they click on it, it will take them to Amazon.com. Or if you're using a super URL, they will click on that super URL. And then the bot says, once you place your order, tap this button below. So after they tap it, the bot will say, great, give us your order ID, your PayPal ID. Thank you, we'll send a rebate in X amount of days. And then in the background, ManyChat is going to take that information and add it to a Google Sheet. So let me just go to the Google Sheet. This one here. And right here in this Google Sheet, ManyChat will say, Jocelyn Carvajal, this is the order number, this is her PayPal email address. Right, so on this side, after, they say after a week, you or your VA will get this order number, go to the, it's the
Amazon Seller Central.
Yes, Amazon Seller Central, and they're going to verify the order ID. So they say,
find the order.
Yeah. So, after the order is verified, then the VA or yourself is going to just send the rebate amount that you discussed. So if my phone case is $15 and you're going to get $15, but I'm not covering sales tax or PayPal fees, just $15, I'll send it to the PayPal email that they gave me, and then I'll be like, yes, the rebate has been sent. This is the amount that I sent, and this is the date that I sent it. In a bit, I'm going to explain how why I add amount sent and date sent. And then after a few days, maybe like a week or two after this entire rebate, the bot will say, hey, did you get this product? Yes or no. If yes, did you like it? Yes or no. If yes, would you mind leaving us your review? And that's where the flow ends. But I'm going into detail just in a few minutes.
Oh, cool. I just couldn't figure out the connection. Thank you.
No, I just gave you a brief overview. So I'm going into detail just like in 30 seconds. But before I go into this flow right here, to get the free ManyChat course, you just go to, I just Googled ManyChat free course, and then you click on this link and it will take you to here. So you could just start the course. And then right here it said, getting started, how to connect ManyChat. It's a bit outdated, but it will just give you an overview and a better understanding of the custom fields, bot fields, and all that stuff.
Okay, so let's move forward. People, if you guys want to learn anything, just go to free resources in YouTube, just to understand the whole idea if you really shaky about it. But if it was me, I will just take that flow, upload it into my ManyChat, and let it run. Now, what else we have here? You're going to show them?
I'm going to show them the instruction. This is where it'll get a bit more technical.
Okay, that's the flow itself. This is when after vetting them and they say it's okay, it's going to come to this. Okay, go ahead. Good.
Okay, so if right here you will see a randomizer, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 actions, and each of those actions has product, rebate product keyword, and so on and so forth. Okay, if you're running the campaign and you only want to rank for one keyword, then you need to do some of the changes right here.
So here's saying, basically, if you want to target multiple keywords of your top keywords, you want to rank for them all the time, and you want to just make sure you give like 3 units here, 3 units to this keyword, 3 units to this keyword, you'll be able to do it here.
Yes.
So it becomes like your rotator. So you'll be able to give percentages of how many units.
Yeah.
Perfect. But if you have only one keyword you focus at the time, go ahead.
If you only have one, you go right here to the starting step,
Mhm.
You click on the little gray ball, you press and hold, and you will see the arrow, goes where I go. And you will just click on the first action step, which is the yellow block. And then right here, you will see set custom field. This is a custom field, a rebate product keyword, and then you type your keyword. And then after you add your keyword and make your other changes, just click publish.
Cool.
Okay, I'll explain this later, but after you publish it, when you run it and people say, yes, I'm in, I want to enter your rebate campaign, they will only get one keyword if you want to rank for just one keyword. But if you want to rank for multiple keywords, let me just play it back to the original template. This is, as Sad said, this is like this is the rotator. So I added to 6 keywords, so you can rank for 6 keywords at a time. But if you want to rank, let's say 4 keywords, you just delete the last 2 or the first 2. Right here, you will see this X. And as you scroll, it turns bright red. You just click on it and click on it. And now I will just rank for 4 keywords, and you will see the other 2 action fields it's just there waiting. You could just left it right there, or you could delete it, but it doesn't do anything if you don't connect them to anything. So let's say for my phone case, I want to rank for 4 keywords. And right here, I need to make sure that the distribution equals to 100. So after I do my calculations, right, I decide that the first keyword will get 20% of the traffic. The second keyword needs, a ton of juice. So I tell them, 50% of the traffic will go here. And then 10% of the traffic will go to keyword number 3, and another 10 will go to keyword number 4. And it seems here like, this will only give me a total of 90%. So I say, okay, I will add 15% to keyword 3 and 15% to keyword 4. So that way, when they go through, Major will say 20% will get keyword 1, 50% will get keyword 2, 15% will get keyword 3, and 15% will get keyword 4. The way I do my calculation is right now. I have my calculation because when SAT tells me, for this keyword, I want 3 orders, 4 orders, I do a quick calculation, simple math.
Yeah, so just if you have 10 units, let's say you have 10 units you want to give, and let's say you want to give 3 to this keyword, 2 to this keyword, just take the number, the 3 divided by 10, it will give you the percentage.
Yeah,
and that's it.
That's it. And sometimes, even though you add a percentage, it still won't equal to 100, or it will be 102. You just play with it. For example, like 21% or 49%. It will still give you the same number of units that you want to give away for that particular keyword. Or you will get like an extra one, or it will be one less. It won't make that much of a difference. And then throughout the campaign, you could just change the percentages as needed. And that way you will just direct traffic to the keyword that needs the juice. Okay, so this is pretty much what the randomizer does. If, for example, you want to 12 keywords, right? As I said, this randomizer only allows 6 max. So what I would do is I will use 3 randomizer. So this is what I'll do. I click on the little ball, and I put the arrow right here in this empty space, and it will tell me, okay, you want this arrow to connect to what? I'll click on this randomizer. And since I want to target 12 keywords, the first randomizer will be 50-50. So 50% of the traffic will get the first 6 keywords, and the second 50% of the traffic will get the other 6 keywords.
That's a lot. I wouldn't recommend running that much, guys. I think you should leave it to max 2 to 4 if you really want to. I don't think you should do more.
But if
especially if I'm teaching, I mean, because what happened, Jocelyn, I taught them how to be able to get the seed keyword and have multiple keyword underneath it.
okay,
So
great.
if you have like 4 keywords that lead you to the seed keyword, you can maybe have 4 keywords there and run 1 unit at a time or 2 units at a time. And also at the same time, I want to, do you mind if you give me just a little bit, make me a host. I want to show them how they can get how many units they need for each keyword and how they can calculate that so they can have a better understanding a bit.
All right.
And then I'm going to let you continue with that just because this one, they got to get hang on it. I'm just going to explain to you guys how you're going to get the number of units for each keyword. And after that, you can ask her whatever you want. Because I think you guys are going to ask me, where did you get that number or the stuff. So let's go through it very quickly. It just take me 2 seconds, guys. So guys, if we come in here and you see my screen, right?
Yes.
Perfect. So if we come here to the screen and let's say we did the reverse ASIN or you're doing magnet, whatever you want as a keyword, you're going to come here and find all the keywords that you need. Now the keywords, depending on the search volume, you're going to have something called CPR 8-day giveaway. This is the giveaway how many units. So if I want to rank for, let's say, roofing basket, I will need 8 units for 10 days or 8 days, 8 days here. I don't recommend 8 days. I think it's supposed to be 14 to 20 days, but it's up to you. But you have to give 8 units. This 8 units is actually based on regular giveaway like rebate key or giveaway like 90% off coupons or something like that. I don't recommend that. If you do ManyChat, you do 1/3 of that number. Start at 1/3. So if you have 10 units, let's say the number says 10, you do 3 units and see where you're, after 4 days or 5 days, see where you're going to rank. If you rank higher or you go lower, if you go higher, keep it. If you go lower, increase the amount of units. Instead of 3, do 4 or do 5 and see how consistent your sales are. If you see, hey, no, I'm still not ranking, my ranking is not moving, position is still going up and down, I'll move it to 6, move it to 7, until you reach to the point where you're gonna see yourself going high. Because when you do ManyChat, is way, 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 way more effective than any giveaways. And where we have seen with all the giveaways we've done, 1/3 will do the job. Sometimes we have very competitive market, like now we have in the middle of a launch for a product that very competitive. A lot of people are coming to the market very quickly. It's not enough the units we're giving. We have to give more because it's really stabilizing. It's not stabilizing enough. So that's what I wanted to let you know. Where do you get the numbers from that? We use them as a reference and we do 1/3 of that. Cool? Now I'm gonna go back and I'll give you the floor, Jocelyn.
Okay.
Go ahead, Jocelyn.
Right, let me just share my screen. All right, you can see my screen?
Yes. So
all right, then.
What was the question? So you can ask Sarvan.
You have set up some 10 units, some categories, some percentage you are setting. How we can know that how it is working? So whether we have whatever, some 3 units for one keyword and 5 units for another keyword, 3 units for how we will come to know that whether it is working fine or not. Is there anything goes wrong?
All right, I think that's on your side, right, Sad? Once you check the ranking.
Yes.
Because
yes, when you check it, because all the keywords that you have in the keyword tracker, you see how they're performing up and down. Now, his question is, Jocelyn, how would he know? Let's say if we're giving 3 units to coffee mug, then 3 units to coffee cup. How would he know that the 3 units been redeemed at that specific day? Right?
It will be right here in your Google Sheet. And which, by the way, I forgot to add the keywords. Let me just make this one change.
So basically with the keyword, all the data will be transferred from your flow to your Google Sheet and will tell you what keyword what giveaway at what keyword been redeemed from. And that's it.
Yes. Okay, any other questions before I move on?
No, go ahead.
When you say Google Sheet, is automatically saved in Google Sheet or?
You have to set up Google Sheet. When I reach to that part, I will show you how it gets done. Gotcha. I just have everything pre-prepared for the call.
Okay, thanks.
No problem. Okay, so once you already figure out your percentage and you know how many keywords, whether it's 1 or 6 or 4, you go right here to the action block and you will add the different keywords. So for this one, you will see set rebate product keyword. That's the bot field I set up. And you will add the keyword here. So I will add best phone case, right? And then you just click out of it and it automatically saves. So as you can see, it's right there. So for this one, I will just change it to phone case, click out, and get out of this block here by clicking in the gray area. And then I go to the second block and I do the same thing. Awesome phone case. And then on the last one, iPhone phone case. So what I just did is what many it's still many chat. 21% of the traffic will get the best phone case keyword. 49% of the traffic will get this keyword, and so on and so forth. And then after that's done, I go to this message block here, and the bot will say, thanks first name, here's the instructions. You go to Amazon, you search for this keyword, that's the keyword that ManyChat assigned to them. You go to page 1, or if you're on page 2 or 3, then you change it to page 2. And then scroll down until you see the name of the product. And I recommend you always add an image because there are some products that are similar to your product. So you just add the image right here. So let me just go to Amazon so I can show you how I add the image. Let me pick a random, okay, beauty and health. Oh no, I'm doing an iPhone. I'm doing a phone case, so let me look for a phone case. Phone case. Okay. So let's say this is my phone case. So what I do, I take a screenshot. And I screenshot all the way to here, all the way to the reviews. I stop right here. I don't show the price in case you're changing your price during the campaign. Then I save it. I name it phone case. So when I go to ManyChat, I click on the product image, and then I'll just have to select. So I will select this phone case right here, and ManyChat will add it here, will replace it. So this is how it will look. So they will get the instructions, they will get the keyword, and they will know which page to go to, or we just tell them scroll down until you see this right here. So they know what type of phone case that they will look for, what's the name, and if I have reviews, I'll be like, okay, this phone case has 188 reviews. And then right here, the button, find product. You could either leave it as is, Amazon.com, or you can add your super URL or your two-step URL. And to add another URL, you just copy it and then you just paste it right here. And then you click done, which is right here, and then that's it. So let me just change that to Amazon.com. And then after 7 seconds, the bot will say, after you place the order, tap the button below. And when they tap it, ManyChat is going to tag them saying, this person is a buyer. We know for a fact this person entered the rebate, agreed to our terms, and now they are a buyer. And it will take them to this message right here. They say, great, let's get started. Enter your Amazon order number. And we tell them how long is the number and how it will look. And then once they enter their Amazon order ID, it will be saved in the user field order ID number. I will recommend at the bottom add like a little note. Please don't send this screenshot. Because I set this template to only accept text. So if they send a screenshot of their order number, when it goes to the spreadsheet, the order number column will be empty. And then you have to search for them in the chat and scroll up and look for that screenshot, and then you have to type out that order number right here manually, so your VA or you yourself go down verify it. So you just need to tell them, please don't send a screenshot, we just need the number. So right here we'll leave it as is. Then we tell them, what is your PayPal ID? And we explain to them why do we need it, and then it will get saved in the user field PayPal address. After they're giving us these two information, the bot will say, thank you, we're going to send you the rebate amount via PayPal 7 days after the product is delivered. And then they will get this message right here that says, tap the button below to be notified of future rebates, and then they will tap it, and then that will be it for them. What ManyChat will do now is they will take the information that they give to ManyChat to the bot from here, and they will add it to Google Sheet. And this is where it gets done. So this is how I have it set up. After they add the information, the bot will notify you when it happens. Right here, the counter will be increased by 1 because only one person made the purchase, and it will be added to Google Sheets. So 3 things will happen at the same time. So in the notify admin, I have it set first name, submitted the order number, please verify. You can change it to something like submitted the order number, please check the Google Sheet and verify. And you have the option to for your entire team to get this notification, or just you or your BA, and you can get notified via Messenger and email. I highly recommend don't get notified via Messenger, because if you do, your phone is going to have a ton of notification. So I suggest email. That way you'll get a ton of email, but you set your time when to check your email. It won't be like Messenger, because it will be ping, 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 and your phone will forever be on vibrate. Okay, so that is step 1 in the notify admin. Any questions so far in this section? No? All right then. Oh, yes? Oh, you're good? Okay.
Good.
The second step is the custom field, the bot phone case number. I have it set to increase by 1. So whenever they say that, after they gave us their order number and it gets increased by 1, in the settings right here, it will be automatically increased. So it will now be 2 and not 1. And then when we get the other people, it will be 10. And once you reach 11, that's when everybody will say, oops, no, we can't. You have to wait until, the next day. And then I have the Google Sheet actions. This is where the information will be added to your Google Sheet account. So let me show you how to connect your Google Sheet to your ManyChat. So you go to settings, and then you go here to integrations. And right here, you will see connect to Google Sheet. You will just click the button right here, connect to Google Sheets, and then you do the connection. So with SAD's ManyChat, it's connected to my Google Sheet account. Once you have already made the connection, you go back to the instruction flows and click here, Google Sheet actions. And I already selected insert row. So now all we need to do is select the name of the Google Sheet that will have the information. So it will be Amazon Giants, Sheet 1. And here's all the Google columns. So let's start adding them. So F name means first name and L name means last name. So I will look for the first name, click on it, last name. To find the order number, I will just search for order ID, PayPal email. I select PayPal address, Rebate sent, I will manually add that, so I will skip that. Keyword, I will add the product keyword right now. The rebate product keyword. And then these last 3 columns, I will manually add them during the verification process, so I won't touch that. I will click Save. And then publish. Whenever you make any changes, please publish your flow, because if you don't and you go live, they will get the subscriber will get the message of the first version of the flow that got published. So if you make changes here in this message and you didn't publish, the customer will not get a new message. They will get the old message that that was previously saved. So then the bot here will tell you, tap if you want to be notified of future rebates. If they say yes, then the bot will say, great, see you in a few days, right? If the reason I added this one-time notification is so that if you have future rebates in the, if you want to do future rebates, you can just send them one message saying, hey, Sad, we have a rebate on another phone case. Do you want in? Right? But if you don't use the one-time notification, you can still get in touch with your customers, but you have to do a sponsor message. It's just like a messenger ad, and that means you'll have to pay it. The one-time notification, we can send one free message to our customers. So I have it right here. And that way they have the option to be notified or not. Okay, so this is where the rebate will stop, and the bot won't follow up with a customer in 12 days. By then, they already should have gotten the rebate, they should already gotten the product, and they should already gotten a chance to test it out. If you want to extend or shorten the days, just click on the red message block and change the number of days. So if I want the bot to follow them in 5 days, that will happen. And if you want to set them within a certain time, just click here, set continue time limit. So I could tell the bot, after 5 days, I want you to send a message between 9 o'clock and that will be 1 o'clock. And if you want to send it on a specific day, you just click here, any day, and then you select your days. So I want the bot to follow up with this customer between Thursday and Friday, between 9 and 1 o'clock after 5 days. If you don't want to do any of that, you just unclick it and it will just send it after 5 days. Now, right here, you will see that I added another randomizer and I added more delays. So I added this so that way we could split up the traffic when we're following up with them. That way, if they do decide to leave us a review, we won't get like 10 reviews in 1 day or 20 reviews in 1 day. We need to tell Amazon we got this at different times. So I have it set that 25% of the traffic will get a follow-up message after 5 days. Another 25% will have to wait 2 days and then get the message. The other one will get 3 days and 4 days. You can change the percentage here if you want to just send it to, if you want to just not minimize it, shorten it. You could just X out and then just, adjust the percentage. Let me just do this again. 25. And right here, if you want to increase or decrease the number of days, you just click on it and then you do your changes. You could just say, I want them to wait 6 more days. And for this group, wait 3 days, but I wanted to send them between 8 and 12. But I only want them to get it between Monday, Friday, and Sunday. And for this one, I don't want them to wait days, I want them to wait hours. You just scroll here to days, you select hours, and then I want them to wait 6 hours, and then they will get the information. Right here, you could just get as creative as you want, so that way the traffic will be split at different times and days. So that way, if they do leave a review, it looks very organic, and we don't tell Amazon, well, yeah, we got 30 reviews in 1 day, All right, any questions so far before I move on to the next message block? No? Okay. All right, good. So right here, this is the follow-up message. I will change the image. Let's see. I will use this phone case here. So they will say, you know what? They will get the image here and they will say, hey, first name, did you receive the phone case? Tap below, yes or no. If they say yes, then the bot will say, great, how did you like it? If they say no, that they didn't get it, then the bot will say, if you haven't gotten your product, you might want to check with Amazon and click below to check the order. And then we put them back into the waiting list, right? So right here, after they got the message, the bot will wait 5 more days and they go back to the flow, back to the condition, and then they will get this message again. That way we always provide customer service, and if they have any issues, they will just message saying like, Amazon lost my product, what can I do here? And then, you go in and you tell them, provide them solution. Right here. And one more thing in this message block, I select post-purchase update. We're just telling Facebook that the reason we're getting in touch with them after so long is because we just want to make sure that they got the product. Okay, so if they say yes, they got the product, the bot will say, great, how did you like it? Did you love it or you didn't like it? If they didn't like it, the bot will say, please tell us what went wrong, or you could just change it. Please tell us what went wrong, how can we improve? And then they will say, you know what? I don't like it because of A, B, and C, or I receive it when it damaged, and so on and so forth. And then the bot says, thanks for your feedback. A team member will be in contact with you to make sure we take care of your problem. Or you could just say, thanks for your feedback. A team member will be in contact with you shortly. And then the bot is going to send a notify admin. Let me just change this to first name. So the bot will say, you know what? SAD had a problem with the product. Please look them up under audiences, start a chat to resolve their issue. You have the option to notify the entire team or certain people, and then you have the option to get the notification via messenger or email. I personally prefer to be notified via email, but if you want messenger, you just click right here in messenger. And then I'll add SAD here. Oh, and right here, the rebate product name. Let me just change that real quick. So like if you're running more than 2 products, right? And you want to know which problem you had, you're going to add the specific product that you're running the campaign. So you see these little curly brackets, you will click on it and you will look for the product name. So product name right here. So that way, whether it's product 1, 2, or 3, the bot will say, SAD had a problem with the phone case, or SAD had a problem with the mouse. So I always recommend that you make the changes here, because if you don't, it will have the default setup that I added. So it will just say, SAD had a problem with this product, and you don't know which product it is. Just make sure you make the changes right here before you go live. All right, then, since I made changes, let me publish it. Okay, so let's go back right here. So if they love the product, the bot will say, great, we're happy to hear that. Do you mind leaving us an honest review? It would help tremendously to get the word out. Tap the button below, and then they have the review link. So when they tap on this link, they will go to the review page. So that way they will say like, okay, let me just choose this product and just create it or leave a review. And that is the end of the flow.